I still remember the sound of that zipper. Slow, dragging, final. It cut through the silence like a sentence being sealed. She stood by the door, arms folded, pretending this was mercy, pretending she wasn't already gone. "Don't make this harder than it has to be," she said. I didn't. I zipped. I left. Outside, the rain came down heavy. Of course it did. Every cliché has a little truth. That night, the sky cried harder than I could. But here's what she never knew. While she was busy perfecting her cruelty, the universe was quietly setting my comeback in motion. At 2:17 a.m., my phone lit up with a notification. That lottery ticket I'd almost tossed 2 days ago had hit. Every number lined up like soldiers saluting me. I just stared, rain blurring the screen, unsure if I was laughing or shaking. They thought I was finished. They thought they buried me. But that was the night I came back to life. We met 7 years ago in a bookstore. She was in the aisle, reading a book she had no plans to buy. I remember thinking how alive she looked, sharp eyes, soft voice, like someone who already knew how every story would end. She laughed at my jokes and told me I was different. Back then, I believed her. I didn't notice the cracks, only the charm. The way she smiled when she wanted something. How she dressed her hand on mine just to shut me up. Or say we when she really meant me. Love blinds you to the small warnings. It started with little things, missed calls, new passwords, the smell of cologne that wasn't mine. She called it stress, work, bad timing. I stayed patient. I didn't accuse. I observed. Patterns tell the truth faster than anger does. The proof came on a Wednesday. Her phone buzzed across the table, and her face turned pale. I didn't need to read the text. Her eyes said it all. I just nodded like a man quietly reading his own obituary. That night, I didn't shout or cry. I stayed calm. I opened a new bank account, moved my valuables, scanned documents, took pictures, every move silent and precise. When she said she needed space, I gave her more than enough to hang herself with her own lies. The day she finally kicked me out, her new lover's car waited 2 blocks away, a small, smug insult. I saw his reflection in the window while loading my suitcase. I walked out with a calm she mistook for defeat. That night, I checked into a small hotel. No calls, no words. Just silence and a glowing screen showing one number, 87 million for 136,000. The next morning, I vanished. I called a lawyer. Then another. I set up trusts, LLCs, offshore accounts. Not from greed, but control. I didn't want revenge yet. I wanted patience. And patience, I learned, is the sharpest weapon there is. Months passed. I watched her new life unfold from afar. Fake smiles, filtered photos. A new house that was actually mine. She didn't realize I buried my name deep in the mortgage. Every post she made about her fresh start was financed by me. Then came her big dream, the company she started with her lover. They thought they'd struck gold. I quietly invested through proxies, bought shares, became their silent majority owner. When they celebrated their mystery investor, they raised their glasses to me without knowing it. I let them build their empire, brick by fragile brick. And when the time was right, I took it all back, a board vote, new terms, frozen accounts. Eviction notices. In 48 hours, everything they'd stolen from me was gone. She walked into my office 2 weeks later, unaware it was mine until she saw me. Her eyes widened, and for the first time, she understood. "You?" she whispered. I nodded. "Why?" "Because you told me not to make it harder than it had to be," I said. Silence filled the room, thick, heavy, final. Then she turned and left. No tears, no excuses, just quiet defeat. Now, every morning, I walk past that same bookstore where we met. Same aisle, same shelves, same smell of paper and dust. Sometimes I think about the man I used to be. The one who believed love meant trust. The one who thought being kind was enough. That man died the night she closed the door. I'm not bitter anymore, just awake. Because the day she kicked me out with that suitcase was the day I became free. They thought I was broke. They thought I was gone. But before the sun came up, I was a millionaire, and I never looked back.